Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory. Going to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Akim that's out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways and by way of the internet. It's your brother Nayab, and I'm back with a news update. This is for fair use, and educational purposes only. This is mainly for just fair use. All of it is for fair use, and educational purposes only. All right, period. So let's get into it.
Sí, yo dije a nadie como que se movía el piso. No lo sienten. Se movió moviendo. Se sigue moviendo. Ya que estás fuera.
Officers who are working at West Fest spotted two groups of people who seem to be having some sort of a verbal altercation. The officers approached these two groups in order to kind of break this up and calm things down. And as they approached, they witnessed a male from one of the groups pull out a gun and start firing it toward the other group. We do have a total of 5 people who were struck by gunshots. The suspect, as I mentioned, was immediately taken into custody. He is a 16-year-old male. He has been taken to the police station where he will be questioned by detectives. Do you know how long it's going to take to repair that? If we didn't...
President Trump issues a dire warning. This was just minutes ago. Listen to this quote. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. He added in all caps in his Truth Social post, quote, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, emphasizing a red line he has issued again and again and again. Now, this comes as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth confirms that defensive capabilities have been moved to the Middle East. We learned from Reuters earlier in the day that was to give the United States, quote, options. President Trump issued.
Here's your nightly World War III update. The United States is advising its citizens to leave Tehran immediately. China is now telling its citizens to leave Israel immediately. Russia is telling its citizens to leave both Israel and Tehran immediately. Israel is warning people to leave Tehran, and Iran is telling people to leave Israel. So to sum it all up, if anybody watching my video is living in Tehran or Tel Aviv, just get the hell out of there. It's better to be alive than wrong. This is gonna be one interesting night. Something huge could be on the horizon. Donald Trump has left the G7 summit early, and he orders for a situation room to be prepared. Pray for the world, folks.
She says, listen, what you hear is the sound of the aggressor. And then she says, you hear the sound of the aggressor attacking the truth. And then you hear the Allahu Akbars that come from the other employees there, and she's walking off set. This woman is one of the most famous state TV presenters in the country. Her name is Sahar Emami. She's the mother of two. And these are going to be extraordinary scenes because I have to explain, this TV channel, the state TV, is the most watched inside the country because foreign channels are banned inside Iran. So people use satellite dishes to access foreign media and channels, and it's very difficult most of the time. So this is the most accessible for the general public. This IRIN is part of the State Broadcasting Organization. It is a huge organization and a complex in North Tehran. It is a very well-known area.
The United States is getting all their aircraft carriers and jets ready for any conflict any country causes with America. World War III.
We're going to ask you live for us in studio tonight. Good evening, Maureen.
Good evening, Sean. So Representative Scott spoke this morning at a legislative committee in Boise. She's worried about the possibility that people are eating other people and may not know they're doing so. She says with the
Israel starts taking out Iran and actually pushes for regime change, which they're doing, which I predict on the current trajectory, the mullahs will fall in the next 3 months. That's not a prediction. It will absolutely happen. If Israel continues on with its spies, with its operatives, the mullahs are very unpopular. Netanyahu's saying they want regime change. What are Iran's neighbors going to do? They're going to say, we're next, and they're going to come in to support Iran right about now. And over the weekend, it was the Pakistani defense minister in their parliament saying the Muslim world must unite and fight Israel. Fight Israel. Well, now this. China announces they back Iran over the weekend. China's foreign minister, Wang Yi, spoke on the phone with both Iran minister and foreign affairs, and they are announcing that they are backing Iran. Over the weekend, U.S. officials say Trump shut down Israeli plan to assassinate Iran's supreme leader. Israel's openly asking the U.S. to join. Well, it's our weapons you're mainly using. I mean, we have. It's not a good situation. Netanyahu tells Brett Baer that Iran is trying to take out Trump and that Trump is enemy number one. Now, remember on July 13th, when they tried to kill Trump in Butler, I said, watch, they're going to try to connect this to Iran, and they're going to try to say more assassination attempts are coming out of Iran. And then 3 days later, they bust Iranian-funded agents, Pakistani and Afghan, in the U.S. and in Canada, supposedly talking about how they were funded by Iran to come kill Trump.
Look, he praised President Trump over and over again in this interview. He knows that he needs the United States support, at least in terms of doing what the U.S. is doing now, which is helping Israel defend itself from those retaliatory attacks from Iran. So it was all couched in a thank you, President Trump. You've been Israel's best friend, but he made it clear that he would like to see more. To those in the Trump movement, those in the MAGA movement who are adamantly opposed to the United States getting involved in another Middle East conflict. And as you know, Kira, there are some prominent voices, supporters, outside advisors of Donald Trump who are saying, don't get involved. The United States can't be involved. You campaigned against forever wars. People like Tucker Carlson, Steve Bannon, Charlie Kirk, they don't think the United States should be involved in this. And Netanyahu, it seemed to me, by using their language, I understand America first. I don't understand America dead. Was speaking directly to Donald Trump and to his supporters.